Introduction to Mythology, the Birth of the Gods. Hello, today I take you beyond time into those mythical worlds where the gods were born and the universe took shape. As we open the magical gates of mythology, we allow ourselves to be transported into a world that takes us far back into the past, to the fairy tale answers to humanity's most fundamental questions. Mythology is not just distant tales of ancient civilizations. It is humanity's attempt to understand the universe, life, and itself. Every society creates its own gods, heroes, and worlds, and in doing so, shapes its values, fears, and hopes. Today, we will follow the traces of those ancient stories that tell of the birth of the gods and see how the universe gained meaning. What is mythology? Let us begin with the term mythology. Mythology is the entirety of the sacred stories, gods, and heroes of a people. They are not just fairy tales told for entertainment, but at the same time, a profound treasure that carries the cultural codes, moral values, and worldview of that society. Mythical stories express human curiosity, fear, and admiration towards nature, the community, and themselves. The birth of the gods is one of the most fundamental and common points of these great narratives. Greek mythology, from chaos to Olympus. First, we want to dive into the fascinating world of Greek mythology. For the Greeks, the origin of the universe begins with chaos, an absolute void and disorder. From chaos arise the first gods, Gaia, Mother Earth, and Uranus, the sky. Gaia and Uranus give birth to the Titans, the Cyclopes, and the giants. But peace in the realm of the gods does not last long. A power struggle begins. Uranus banishes his children to the depths of the earth. However, one of the Titans, Cronus, with the help of his mother Gaia, overthrows his father. When Cronus himself takes power, he fears suffering the same fate as his father, and therefore swallows his own children. But when it is Zeus's turn, his mother Rhea secretly hides him and deceives Cronus. Zeus grows up, rises against the Titans, overthrows them, and ultimately becomes ruler of Olympus. Here we see that the birth of the gods is closely linked to power struggles. Each new generation overthrows the previous one. This points to a cycle that repeats itself throughout human history. Mesopotamian mythology, Tiamat and Marduk. Now we turn to the fertile soils of Mesopotamia. Mesopotamian mythology contains some of the oldest creation myths in history. In the beginning, there existed Apsu, the freshwater, and Tiamat, the saltwater. As the gods became more numerous and made noise, Apsu decided to destroy them, but the god Ea killed Apsu. This event enraged Tiamat, and to take revenge, she created terrifying monsters. Finally, the young god Marduk confronted Tiamat. A great battle ensued, and Marduk defeated Tiamat. He split her body into two parts. From one half, he formed the sky, from the other the earth. Here too, the order of the universe is created through a battle out of chaos. Tiamat's defeat signifies the victory of order over chaos. Indian mythology, the cosmic lotus and Brahma. When we look at Hindu mythology, the symbolism of the narratives becomes even deeper. The universe begins with a lotus flower that emerges from the navel of the god Vishnu, who rests on the cosmic ocean. From the lotus flower, Brahma is born, the creator god who shapes the universe. But here, creation does not arise through war or chaos, but through meditation, serenity, and cyclicality. In Hindu mythology, time is cyclical. Creation, destruction, and rebirth continue like an endless wheel. The birth of the gods springs from inner silence, thoughts, and cosmic consciousness. This symbolizes the depth of Hindu philosophy and the infinity of life. Turkish mythology, the dance of light and darkness. In Turkish mythology, the dance of light and darkness is central. At the beginning of the universe, Karahan is the lord of the dark waters. Suddenly, Ak-Ana appears and whispers creation to Karahan. Thus, the sky, the stars, and humans come into being. The god of light, Ulgun, organizes the universe. Opposite him stands Erlik, the god of the underworld and darkness. Here, the birth of the gods is based on the balance of the two fundamental poles of the universe, good and evil, light and darkness. This balance forms the foundation of Turkish mythology and ensures the continuation of life. Egyptian mythology. In Egyptian mythology, creation begins in the endless, formless, primordial waters called Nun. From this chaos rises Ra, who embodies the power and light of the sun. From Ra's thoughts, the gods emerge, who begin to create the order of the universe. The rhythmic rising and falling of the Nile reflects the cyclical existence of the gods. This cycle is a symbol of life and rebirth for the Egyptians. The stories of the gods tell of an order that merges with nature. Scandinavian mythology. In Norse mythology, the universe begins with the encounter of two opposing elements, ice and fire. When the fire from Muspelheim meets the ice from Niflheim, the first being, the giant Ymir, is created. From Ymir's enormous body, the gods create the world. From his bones come the mountains, from his blood the seas, and from his skull the sky. In this story, through Ymir's death, which symbolizes chaos, the order of the cosmos is established and life begins. African mythologies. In African mythologies, the gods are usually depicted in close connection with natural events and the environment. Obatala's creation of humans from clay emphasizes both the material and spiritual dimensions of creation. This narrative highlights the unity of humans with nature. The identification of the gods with fundamental elements such as water, earth, and wind reflects the community's respect for nature and their quest to understand their own place in the universe. Why are gods born? In all these stories, there is a common theme behind the birth of the gods. Humans seek answers to their questions about their place in the universe and feel the need to explain the beginning and the order. From chaos comes order. There are power struggles, the cycle of nature, and the balance between light and darkness. All of these are mythical reflections of the human journey to understand their own existence. Mythology plays an important role in the formation of social identity and the shaping of shared values. These stories, which tell of the powers, weaknesses, and struggles of the gods, bring to light universal questions about the inner journey of humans and their place in the universe. Each narrative is enriched by unique symbols that arise from the imagination of different cultures. Mythology carries the knowledge of the past into the present, illuminates the depths of the human soul, and enables us to create new meanings. If these ancient stories have impressed you, then let us continue to explore the unknown depths of mythology together. Write in the comments which mythology you would like to explore in more detail. Don't forget, every mythology is a journey, and at the beginning of every journey is a story about the birth of the gods.